Mark Wilson from Morgan County, Indiana Sheriff's Department with Orchid. For Woolwich, Indiana PD, we have Bill Allen with 2-year-old Shani. From Catawba County Sheriff's Department, we have Danny Klein, Canine Kane, and Dennis Smith along with them with Canine Jack. Doug Erie, Indiana Department of Corrections with Canine Brutus. Lawrence County Sheriff's Department brings us Andrew Phillips and Canine Axel. Bill Granzo is from Hobart PD with Canine Leon, and he brought along with him from Hobart Simon Gresser, Canine Rommel, Ryan Stetzdor with Canine Fax, Darren Sandilla with Canine Logan, James Upsall, Stark County Sheriff's Department, Canine Fricks. From Trustman, North Carolina, we got Rodney James with Lord. Mike Drake from Concord City, North Carolina. Master Trainer Pat Morita. Lenny Riviera. Ricardo Rodriguez from North Carolina brings us Brex. John Dow, also from North Carolina, bringing us Major. Thomas McKenzie has AJ Gamer. Coming from Midville, North Carolina with Beatty. Jeff Eldridge from Indiana brings us Buddy. Michael Cole from Boomtown, Indiana with Gizmo. And Bus Lewis is along with him as one of our master trainers. Everybody give a big round of applause to all the guys who come out to see us today. Handlers, you can put your dogs back in the car. Thank you. I want to also make an introduction to the president of the American Police Canine Association, is Mike Johnson. Give us a big wave out there, Mike. Vice president of the American Police Canine Association here is with us as well is Denny Kunkel. John Dunham is the secretary. Our treasurer is Harvey Holt. Accreditation is Robert Lewis. Chairman membership chair is Russ Day. And board of treasurer is Mike McCarl, Simon Gresser, Scott Adams, Brian Hicks, and Danny Klein. Thank you guys for all coming out today. Thanks again for coming out today, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a nice show set up here for you today. We're going to show you a little bit of everything that these police canines have the ability to do. We'll be doing a little bit of obedience work for you today, a little narcotic searching as well. We got a great show at the end for you for some of the protection phase. And as you may or may not know, canines are used all across all the cities and all the departments across the United States. They're an extremely useful tool for us. We use them primarily for narcotics detection. The nose on the dogs, they have the ability to smell approximately 200 times greater than we do. Hey, you on the field, you want to exiting the field, turn around and walk behind you. Hey, we're in the middle of a demo here. You want to run the other way? Hey, Mike, would you send Gizmo after this guy and get him off our field? Oh! How did that feel? Sometimes you try to ask nicely first and they just don't respond. Did anybody see the gun that he had? What happened to the gun? Anybody know where it is? Sometimes we're in the middle of chasing after the bad guys, they drop things. Their guns, their other weapons, they drop narcotics, they drop things that we need to pick up and keep up off the street. But if we don't see where they left it, or we saw them throw it into the bush, into the tall grass, the dogs also have the ability to do article searching. We can get them out, scan them around in the areas. And they can help us locate any and all of the dropped objects, whether it's a book of matches, their wallets, a gun, a knife, OPD's own Steve Morgan with Beatty simply found a SIM chip out of a stolen phone at one time. You know how big those are. Well, Dave's going to bring out Abby here and give you a little show on how it's done. Primarily every object that you touch, you leave a scent on that object, and the dogs are learned to locate and search for those scents. Scents of the object and scent of the human scent that is on the article itself. Now you guys give us a big shout when you think she's found it. She's searching and searching and searching and looking, and she's smelling the grass. She's tracking where the guy was running, looking for all the disturbance on the field. The reward that the dog gets as well. All the dogs that we have here for the obedience, for the detection work, for the article searching, they work primarily off of a reward basis. These dogs all have extremely high toy drive. How many here in the crowd have a dog of your own at home? And I'm sure you all know that when that dog has got that certain toy, that ball, when they get it, they go a little crazy for it. They want you to throw it, throw it, throw it, pull on it, play with me. The dogs do the same thing here for the police dogs. And it's real simple. You find what we ask you to look for, and we pay you with that reward toy. The dogs are actually fairly cheap and inexpensive to reward. Everybody there, it's going to be time for obedience. We're going to get this field set up, and we're going to get about 6 of our other officers out here going to come out and show you a little OB demo. And those of you officers that are ready to come out, come on out and get lined up, get those obstacles on the field. Now what you'll see during the obedience demo as well is these are all things that you too can do at home with your own dog. Obedience is something that's extremely important to have, especially with working dogs. You have to have the ability to take them out into a crowd of people, keep them under control at all times. Everything from simple obedience and healing, going from point A to point B. How many here have dogs, you take them out for a walk, they drag you down the street? It's not a lot of fun, is it? The obedience does take a lot of time, takes a little bit of practice. These guys put in a lot of hours, a lot of training time. They train every day. If you look down on the north side of the 20 and 30 yard line, we have out there today Danny Klein from the Catawba Sheriff's Department with K-9 Kane, Dennis Smith from Catawba Sheriff's Department with K-9 Jack, Jeff Eldridge from Crown Point PD with K-9 Buddy, Ryan Snedecor from Hobart PD with K-9 Fax, James Upsell, Stark County Sheriff's Department with K-9 Fritz, and Doug Harris from the Indiana Department of Corrections with K-9 Brutus. Look at those guys go. How many of you guys would like to walk your own dogs down the street under that kind of control? It makes walking to the park a whole lot easier. Obedience is something that is the core of everything that you do within working dogs and police dogs. Without proper control and proper obedience, you just got a crazy dog on the end of the leash that's difficult to do anything with. This is something that is a lot of time is focused on obedience. Important as well too that the dogs are not dog aggressive. They can get along with each other and still work with each other. Thank you, gentlemen. Let's have a big round of applause for